Agriculture Cluster Development Project, ACDP, is a partnership project of the Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries and the World Bank, financed by the International Development Association, IDA. It is a $150 million initiative to raise production and marketable volumes of selected commodities like maize, beans, rice, cassava, and coffee in specified geographic clusters across 57 districts since 2017. The project coordinator, Dr. Henry Opolot Nakelet, shares an overview.
It was a project that was initiated way back in 2016 and became effective in 2017, and it's now coming to a close. It should have ended in 2022, but due to some other challenges, we had to keep on requesting for extensions. And its purpose really is to enhance on-farm production and productivity and marketable volumes. By design, it was meant to be in 42 districts, but because of the continued subdivision of some districts, we're ending up now with 57 districts. And basically, it was really meant to increase productivity by ensuring improved access to farmers, to improved productivity enhancing inputs, so that the productivity goes up per household, and then supporting farmers in the post-harvest handling technology so that the quality of their produce improves. Because we talk about marketable volumes, it's not just volumes, both in terms of quantity and quality, for us to meet the market standards. But the theory of change here was that once you organize the agro-input market, and farmers can access quality production inputs, then productivity per unit area would go up. So farmers would have more volumes of their produce, and therefore they would have more to sell, to market, and therefore get income. So therefore end up with improved household income and livelihoods. And this is where we really go by the saying that, as the president says, that mine is better than ours.
NTV Seeds of Gold is on a mission to find you the seeds of gold, and clearly we are not alone. So we'll partner with those that share the vision. The Ministry of Agriculture has come to the aid of farmers and is changing the agriculture sector.
Before the ministry came in, we were just gambling. It was just a gamble. But when they brought this narrowcast one, which is doing much better right now, you easily get a bumper harvest.
This week we are in Kum District and we get to see a farmer whose life has been utterly transformed by the project.
We meet Julius Isudo from Akurach village, Okudumo parish in Mukongoro sub-county, our model farmer that has been anxiously waiting for us. He leads the way. It's a warm welcome in a rather decent home.
So we are in Kum District and we get to meet one of the beneficiaries of the ACDP initiative. It is very nice to meet you here in Kum District and on the show. So what's your story?
Now, my story under ACDP, it's a good project and it has really helped us. It has elevated us from poverty.
Julius joined the ACDP in August 2018.
So how did you get to know about the project?
This project, we got the advert in running through NTV and UBC. By that time, that was in 2018. We got the technical staff from the district and the sub-county level, so they advised us that the project is so good.
He received subsidized farm inputs, specifically via the program's e-voucher purchase and payment system.
So how do you join the project?
I joined the project through our cooperative. There is a farmer group here called Mukache, that is in Kongoro Area Cooperative. After joining, we got the cassava through e-voucher. There is what they call the e-voucher. You pay some amount of money and the supplier gives you the whatever the cassava cutting.
How much are we looking at for somebody that would like to start?
For us that time, we paid like 160,000.
Yes. And you got how much cassava to get started?
I got 80 bags to get started.
Okay.
As per now, we have 40 acres of cassava. We started with only 80, with 5 acres. We got the cassava cuttings from ACDP. So we planted those ones. Now, after a year, we cut the cassava cuttings. We planted another 5 acres of cassava.
This saw him getting high yields from the improved cassava variety.
How much were you getting before the ministry came in?
Before the ministry came in, we were just gambling. It was just a gamble. But as the ministry came in, that's when the ministry raised up some percentage to pay to the whatever, for the farmer. The hours were called in Nigeria by that time. But when they brought this narrowcast one, which is doing much better right now.
Doing much better, how so? It grows faster, it does a lot more?
Yes, it was faster. It is fast maturing and the yield itself is good.
It's very good.
It's very good.
In
one stem when you uproot it,
yes,
you fetch like, because I measured, you fetch like 60 kilograms when it is still fresh.
Yeah.
I measured it. When you plant like 1 acre, you fetch like 5 tons of dry cassava.
Yeah.
So that tonnage is something great for a farmer in the village like me, in the village here. That bumper harvest is good.
Yes.
He compares the life before and after ACDP initiative. He attributes this to the high-yielding and fast-maturing Naracas 1 cassava variety that they received.
As we harvested that cassava, we got some good money, like 60 million out of those acres.
How much do you sell a ton?
By that time when I was selling, a ton was carrying 2 million out of it.
Nice.
So 10 tons goes to 20 million. So that is some good money.
It is decent money.
Yeah.
Life has not remained the same since.
So we managed to buy a house, a good house in town. The money I got from cassava, the 60 million I bought this house here, as you're seeing. Even the other boys' quarters and this remaining part here. All of this part I bought from cassava. And I assure all the Ugandans to embrace on cassava growing.
Would you say before you got into the project and then after you got into the project, there's been a significant improvement in your output?
Really, there is a big significant improvement, because by the time when we had not got this whatever, this e-voucher, this ACDP, things were not good, they were not okay. But right now, as you see, even the life has changed.
Things are better.
Things are better, truly.
But that's a good thing. I mean, you have a house. These are achievements to be proud of.
Yes, those are the achievements.
Yeah.
My children are schooling, and I don't feel any burden.
Of course. You don't have to worry about it long.
Yeah, I don't worry. We're going to move up to down here. You come up.
Towards that naked wall?
Yes. We are going to move around. This variety, Narocas 1, is the one we are holding. It yields a lot. It gives a lot of variety. It gives a lot of yield when you plant it in time and you weed it in time. If you weed it late, you just get a little harvest. But when you weed it in time, you get a bumper harvest, as you're seeing now.
I can see.
This is only one, but it has brought out all this. So
I know.
Yes.
So now how about out of the others?
So out of the others, you
get a lot more.
It is a lot more.
With good prices on the market, Julius expects about 100 million per season
We are looking at approximately 40 acres of cassava now.
Yeah, as per now, the 40 acres which I'm having, I'm expecting over 100 million.
If the prices go back.
If the prices goes back, like last year,
Yeah.
it will go even beyond 100.
He also emphasizes that when there is food shortage, the farmers are able to make a little more extra money.
For the first harvest for last year, as the country had the food shortage, we got eventually we got the market, and we sold the cassava. We dried it. We did not do a value addition, but we just dried it locally and we sold it. That's why we fetched that money, that good money, that wholesome good money.
So all in all, the biggest challenge would have to be the market, which keeps fluctuating.
Yeah, we have got the bumper harvest, but the market is not really.
It's not that impressive.
It is not all that good.
Like this cassava here, as you're seeing, it has taken 1 year and 2 months, but it has started rotted. It is now rotting. So when market is there, you just keep it for 8 months to 1 year. That's when you harvest, when it's very okay. So we are now facing this challenge. All this comes due to lack of market.
We will go for a short commercial break, and when we return, it's farming opportunities with Bukola Chemical Industries.
Farmers can know what is of quality.
Yes.
And therefore they will associate with quality.
Of course.
Yes.
And they will go for the quality.
Indeed, that is it.
The project has come to an end. Is it something that you would like the ministry to, continue doing?
The project is good, and the e-voucher is good, and it should continue.
I can feel the passion.
I wish the ministry should continue to give whatever a certain period again, such that other fellow farmers also can cope up.
He, however, confirms that since they contributed, there is ownership and he personally can continue to use the good inputs and still survive. Things are good, as he puts it.
Now, you spoke of the e-voucher. Is it something that you keep using? Would you like to keep using the e-voucher?
Like to continue. You just pay the money. The moment you pay the money, they receive that money. They authorize. They give you a password.
Yeah.
And you authorize whatever the transaction, and they remove the money. The moment they remove the money, they supply you there and then. Whatever they give you the day when you receive your cuttings. Our eyes are open now.
You know what to do.
Yes, we know what to do. The minister has given us a start.
From the fertilizers obtained, he was able to apply on other crops as well. It's a 360 achievement.
So on the farm we have cassava and other crops.
Yes.
So 40 acres of cassava, and what other crops are we looking at here?
Because I have like nuts, I have 20 acres.
Okay.
They are ready. They are about to be harvested.
Harvested, yes.
Yeah. Then I have beans. That is for home consumption.
Of course.
I have like 5 acres of beans.
Yeah.
So that one we apply fertilizers. We got even fertilizers. The project gave us fertilizers. And we got that one also through e-voucher.
Yeah. I see.
Even the taplings for post-harvest, we got that one also.
Yeah. Okay.
Then the storage sacks, we got through e-voucher.
Although not very busy because of the electricity challenges, Julius, together with other fellow farmers, also benefited from matching grant from ACDP. And this has helped them on storage and machinery. Their facility is right adjacent to his home. He describes the storage process, post-harvest handling, and value addition.
So this one is the best cassava for human consumption. When you are taking it for milling, you take cassava when it is like this, when it's dry and whitish in color, and the flour also, when the flour comes, it comes when it is white. We were given a dryer by ACDP. So as you're seeing, this is the dryer for cassava. You bring it from the garden. After peeling, you wash it, you clean it, then you pour into this dryer. And here we don't apply taplings because it's clean. We just sweep, then we pour the cassava in it. We have achieved the knowledge. We have achieved even agronomic practices under ACDP.
Even financial literacy we have been taught here. Even the community around, they also bring their cassava here to dry. We first wash it before we bring it here. So we dry it here in this dryer such that we avoid aflatoxins. After drying this cassava from here, we take it inside the other house for milling. So those machines are there. We have benefited a lot under ACDP.
Water is the source of life, and this home obtains an underground well. Life is made easy for this man, whose journey started as a fisherman some years back. Kevin Isoto is the female district councillor for Mukorongo Town Council in Kakures sub-county, and as one of the local leaders that were monitoring the ACDP, is more than happy to share the success of the project.
The project has been so much impactful to our local farmers. For example, initially, before the project came, we used to have like the variety of cassava, which was just local, which used to get diseases so easily, and it didn't do very well. So during that time, we even had food insecurity. The project was able to bring us improved cassava cuttings that people used, and also you see the variety we have. This cassava is doing very well, and it has really kind of improved our farming.
She passionately commends the works of ACDP. The impact is felt on ground, especially the Tisaya Island, which had been lagging and deprived of all government amenities, but this road chalk offers hope for more than 5,000 on the island.
The project ACDP has helped us to connect the mainland of Kum District to an island, a sub-county on its own, that is the Tisaya Island. ACDP has created a road chalk connecting the mainland to the island. That has never happened since the creation. So we are really so grateful.
Kum District Agriculture Officer and ACDP focal person Joseph Okiria stressed that the initiative has had an enormous influence in improving farmer livelihoods in the area.
So we had the honor of meeting Julius, one of the beneficiaries, quite an exceptional man. Yes. We're looking at 40 acres of cassava, and very good cassava. Yes. We managed to harvest some.
You even tested? Good.
We haven't yet tested, but we're going to.
Yes, it's okay. No worries.
But he was kind enough to let us know that it's very sweet. But we saw the cassava in itself. You see something very good, something bountiful, you know. However, farmers like him are grappling with market. They say we have the produce, but the market is quite minimal. It's not adequate enough for them.
Actually, Julius Isudo is one of our earlier farmers that got enrolled into the system earlier. Yes. And he accessed some of the inputs like cassava cuttings. Yes. By then we were giving out 8 bags for worth an acre. We also gave him some taplings for drying the cassava. However, he was that exceptional, as you have said. Yes. He managed to scale up the crop. After harvesting the first harvest of the cuttings, he multiplied it.
To 5 acres?
He multiplied to 5, and then he kept on. And
yes.
He's actually one of the great farmers we have. He's also in one of the groups that managed to access the matching grant facilities for processing cassava. However, their group is still having challenges of power, but along the way I'm sure we shall get there. Yes. So the issue of price is of course generally challenging in farming, because there are usually fluctuations in the market. The market dynamics are there. We can't rule out the aspect of fluctuation in the market. So therefore we encourage them in a group to see how to source for market as a team.
Yes.
Therefore, they're able to bargain, and also I'm sure along the way they will get up to do the processing
Yes.
for high quality cassava
For high
flour,
quality cassava
and I'm
flour.
sure that can improve on the marketing aspect.
Yes.
But as of now, we have still little to do on the fluctuation of the
Fluctuation,
market.
which is understandable.
Much as the project has come to an end, there is still hope in such government initiatives because the results are very visible.
We now realize that farmers appreciate the importance of using improved seed,
Yeah.
using other agriculture enhancing inputs, and therefore they are now able to access these inputs even in the open market.
Yeah.
They also now appreciate the value of agriculture advisory service, and therefore the contact between the farmers and the agric officers has improved.
Over and above, ACDP has been a great success in Kum District, and sure the team is looking forward to more such opportunities.
It was of course a difficult fit in the beginning.
In the beginning.
We went on advertising, encouraging. It took us a little more than 6 months to break through. After that, it is until they appreciated, they checked on the quality of the produce, the inputs. They saw our passion in the project, how the model we're using, and indeed it became like an explosion.
Of course.
I want to tell you, I have not had a time when I would get the minimum number of calls in a day would be 100. I don't know how many you receive every day.
True.
But therefore, my phone would run off the battery. By midday, I needed another charge.
To charge?
Yes. I'm very honest about this. So it meant that for me, I used to think, do farmers even know me? But through the project,
They found you.
everybody almost knew. Actually, wherever I would go, the first question is, the inputs, when are we receiving our inputs? When are you bringing the project? Up to now, I don't need to mention my name. People call me either ACDP, inputs, you know, sometimes it's associated to taplings, where our taplings, something like that. So it meant that because farmers appreciated and they are more interested. So it means farmers can know what is of quality.
Yes.
And therefore they will associate with quality.
Of course.
Yes.
And they will go for the quality.
Indeed, that is it.
In our opportunities in farming tonight, we leave farmers with tips of what authentic chemicals to continue using and look out for from the agro-input dealers to ensure continued increased production in cassava growing. Microfood cassava tapioca. This is a micronutrient-rich fertilizer that fills the gap of micronutrient deficiencies common in low pH soils, characteristic of most soils in Uganda. Microfood therefore offers an opportunity to maximize cassava yields through large and dense tuber harvests. Nimbecidin, an organic neem-based insecticide that controls common insect pests like whiteflies through multiple modes of action including repelling, feeding deterrence, killing and growth regulation, among others. Whiteflies, if not controlled, transmit viral diseases like cassava mosaic virus disease on top of affecting plant vigor. Glufosan, a contact herbicide essential in controlling all kinds of weeds in cassava gardens. Weeds, if not controlled, can cause between 40 to 90% yield loss. Glufosan offers a very effective and efficient way of saving yields. Next week on the show, we travel to Sorority, where we get a chance to witness the value addition to cassava. Do not miss out.